Hey everybody, thanks for watching the VSO Gun Channel. Today we're obviously not on the range. We are sitting outside on the porch because what I want to do today is actually discuss one of the innovations in tactical gear that I've come across in the last couple months that I think is really innovative. So to start out with, before we get to that, what we have here today is this is my plate carrier. It's a Banshee from Shellback Tactical. It's got some AR 500 plates in it. You guys have seen me in this thing lots of times. So when we're talking about gear like this, we're talking about a Molle system that has these loops, and you basically weave pouches into this thing by interlocking through these loops. And traditionally, you have a pouch like this that interfaces with that system. You simply, obviously this is not where I would integrate this pouch or anything like that, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna kind of throw that in there, and you would weave it like that, and you would repeat on the bottom, and then you would snap it into the base here. There are a couple different variations on this, and it works really well. It's really secure, and typically you're not going to bust this pouch off unless it is something that is like inferior, like a single stitch pouch or something like that. This was an old medical, well actually this was an old miscellaneous pouch that I repurposed for medical equipment use, and as you can see, it's now empty. I've now transitioned away from something which is going to this is what I went to, which is actually a Vanquest fat pack. We're going to be testing and evaluating this over the course of the next couple of months. Each one of the guys has one. We're going to be using it for medical gear, but this is not the subject of the video. But it has something to do with that. If you look at the attachment system on the back here of this fat pack, you'll notice that it doesn't have any straps. There are no straps on the back of this thing for integration onto a Molle vest or a rig or anything else really. And this is becoming typical of a lot of pouch manufacturers these days. They're just not including the straps on the back, and you're to find your own method to attach it. And traditionally what has been used for this attachment system has been this thing called a malice clip. And if you guys have followed me for any length of time, you will know that I absolutely hate malice clips. I'll roll in a photo of them, but basically what you do is this little plastic clip that you weave in underneath, and then through here you need a pair of like needle nose pliers. Your fingers hurt by the time you're done doing it. It's a pain in the ass. It doesn't work very well, and typically they don't fit very well when you're in these straps. If the sewing is just a little bit off, they're not going to fit, and they're going to be even harder to work with. So typically, when I weave malice clips, I use a knife and a pair of needle nose pliers and a lot of gnashing of teeth. But the subject of this video is actually these things. This is a Molle stick from Vanquest gear. This is the answer to the malice clip. So what I have here is called a fat pack from Vanquest gear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spare one and go ahead and slap it on the back of this carrier just for shits and giggles, so you guys can see how easy it is to use the Molle stick system. And we're going to be doing that with just 2 Molle sticks. So real quick, we're going to break down this pouch. As you can see, it breaks open pretty wide there. Lots of space, lots of pouches. We're going to be using these. Each one of the guys has one of these. First, orient our pouch correctly, so we know that it's the right orientation. That's correct. And then we want to take our Molle stick and unlock it. Go ahead and slip it through, just like that. Find our first point, which is this is the row here that we're going to use. Simply pull back on the Molle stick like this, and I'm going to do my best to orient this thing so you guys can see, but it's so quick and easy don't even know if we're going to be able to see this very well. Right like that, and that Molle stick is all the way through here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just lock that sucker down. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Flip this around here so you guys can see what I'm doing. My hand might get in the way over here again. Let's see if I can do it like this. Again, I'm trying to stay out of your guys' way so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to work or not. And now that that's in place, just go ahead and lock it down. And this is now an integrated pouch. If I just go ahead and zipper it back up. You now have your fat pack on your rig. Now obviously this is not a point where you would typically put your medical pouch, but hey, you know, whatever. It's just for demonstration purposes. A lot of times what you'll see as far as medical pouches are concerned is the way they're constructed is a manufacturer will be either sensitive to quick detach or not. And the way they do that is it's either a directly integrated pouch with some straps on it or something like that, or mouse clips attachment directly onto the rig, or you have a backing that is Velcro that attaches to the actual medical pouch, and that backing goes directly on the rig so that you can rip the thing off. The problem with that is Velcro obviously increases noise, can be ripped off or lost in heavy or dense foliage, you know, like more dense woodland areas, things like that can be lost. So that is not ideal. What's interesting about these Molle sticks is they allow for quick detach of any pouch on the market that can use them. So all you do to do that is simply take the cords of your Molle stick, and I'm just going to do a simple knot real quick just so we can get it apart. Tie them like that, and if I need, say I'm wounded or something like that, or I need my medical pouch and I need to get it off me, or a teammate needs to get it off me as fast as possible, you simply grab hold of this loop section right here, pull up on it. I'm going to try and do this so that you guys can see it. So obviously I'm going to roll this down so that you guys can see it. Simply pull on this, pull these strings that are tied together. They unlock, you can rip them out, and now you have a free pouch. This can be passed around and used for whatever we need to use it for, which I think is exceptionally innovative, and it solves the problem of malice clips, which in my humble opinion are the worst invention ever for integrating tactical gear. So that is a look at the Molle sticks. Check it out, they're pretty sweet. They come in multiple colors. Check out Vanquest gear. Obviously the fat packs as well. You're gonna guys are gonna see us use those quite a bit. We'll actually do a dedicated video on these things once we get them stocked up and everything properly and integrated into everybody's rig. But definitely check out Vanquest gear. What's really awesome about these guys that a lot of people may not know was the founder of Vanquest is actually one of the original founders of Maxpedition. So that's why some of their gear looks a little bit similar, but what I have come to understand is that Vanquest split and did their own thing because they lost the ability to innovate in their products. So what's really neat about Vanquest is they've even started to take some of my suggestions, and they haven't even known me all that long. If you have a common sense innovation for a piece of gear that they have, tell them about it, and if it makes sense, they're gonna do it. So that said, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for checking out the Vanquest gear. Thanks for checking out the VSO Gun Channel, and go get yourself some of these Molle sticks because they just solve so many problems. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later.